Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at a wireless solar camera. It's like a security camera. It is called the Smart Wi-Fi Solar Battery Wireless Security Camera SeeVision. It is model ZY-C8. We are going to use it today. This is from China. It is, I think, on regular price. I got this on Prime Day. This is $50. Normally it's $250. So I ripped open the top here, just top like this. They shipped it like this. They didn't actually ship it in a box. That could be one negative. If you were having it delivered to your house, you might not like that idea. So sometimes Amazon does that, and especially a security camera where you're trying to try to stop people from stealing from you. This is what it offers on the side: unique Guardian security cameras, leading full HD camera, motion detection, AI analyst, wireless networking, two-way audio, multi-user sharing, full color night vision, battery powered, solar panel, and tilt. So I got this one to overlook the pond that I'm building, and I do have that one original video. I'm still working on building the pond, and I had a little snafu with some raccoons, so yeah, that was fun. All right, so we're opening it up. This is an unboxing here. So in this one, we're just going to kind of show and see what we have in it. Here is the solar panel that it is. It's definitely textured. It looks a little different than my normal solar panel arrays. There it is. Wire-wise, I believe you get, I think, 10 feet. Let's look that up real quick. Well, it doesn't say, so I'm going to untwist it and I'll just measure it and find out how long it is for you. Okay, so I measured mine, and it is a USB charger to our camera, and it is roughly 9 feet long where the cable is. So as long as your space that you can put towards the sun is about 9 feet away from your camera, you should be good. Let's see what else they give us inside the package here. It should be... Here's our camera. You have your wireless antennas here. You have your three-dimensional where the camera can go. You have your night vision. This one, I'm told, has 3 modes. So you can, let's just pull everything out as well, just to see what we get inside. So here's everything we get. You get a user manual, okay? So we got one user manual. You have your harness to screw in to your area, and you have your push release. This would go here, and then you can mount it either in this direction or this direction. So you have 2 ways to mount this particular piece, and it does just push off right here. You have inside here, it looks like this is where you put your power. So right there, you pull this little tab right here, and this is where you have your USB-C. You probably, if you have the right wattage, it does say that this is a 3-watt charger. So if you had the right one, you probably could power this, but you're getting this for wireless points. You can move your antennas up, or you can move your antennas around, pull off the plastic before you use it. And it says on the box as well, it says do not use a different type of charging power. Make sure you're using the correct one. It does look like you can plug this into, like, if you're gonna power it without solar, you can do it like this. Then on instructions, I did see that up top here, as you can see, you have your power. And it looks like this has a little tab, so this is probably where looks like this is the slot for your SD card. Let me look at the instructions real quick, just so we can look together here. And just so you know, if you're going to buy this, if you do want to charge it just with a wall outlet, charge the battery with a 5-volt 2-amp power adapter. All right, don't do anything more because you don't want to burn out the camera, especially since it's expensive. And so you want to be very careful about that. It does show that the power button, as you can see up top, right where the speakers are at, you can see that this is the bottom of the camera. And so this is where it's protecting, and the top So that's the bottom is where that is. And it does show that there is a SD slot right there. There is a release button and a SD card slot and a power button. So I'm gonna just quickly look at that. All right, so I've been tinkering around and I pulled off the cap here to it. That's your motion sensor. Here are your lights. It does look like the light has a little bit of activity. On the bottom here, it's really like, I know it shows that it's supposed to have an SD card spot, but I'm gonna have to really play with it. And I can feel that you could hit the reset button, and there's the power button. And I can see lights on here. But the problem with it is I don't know how to put the SD card in. I'm going to have to play with that. That will be video 2. So we're going to show you the app I'm going to download the app first. And we're going to kind of look at setting this up real quick. Okay, on the instruction booklet, it does look like that you can just scan whether you have an Apple phone or you have a Google Play Android phone. We are going to use Apple, so we're going to do it from the Apple Store. So I'm going to scan that real quick. To sign up, you need to first select the country you're in and then put an email. The next step is you choose a username. When you're setting up an account, and you also choose a password. Make sure the password's not super easy for someone to guess. Whenever you make passwords, make sure that they are always safe. Just so that's a little tidbit. Then it's going to prompt you here where it says add device. So then you're going to add device. You're going to select your camera, and then you want to hold the power button. It says hold the power button to start the device. I'm going to go do that. So it says to hold the power button. So we're going to hold the power button. Then it says please reset device is the next thing. Like, the buttons are kind of hard to push in. Just halfway eye on that. When you enter, the next phase is it's going to say enter your password for your Wi-Fi, and you do that. Then it asks you to scan a QR code. And I just did that with my phone. Always make sure, folks, when you are doing it, that you don't have to get it super close. Remember, cameras these days are always really well done. It does say connection network. It's trying to register in the cloud right now, whether it's trying to register this camera to my device. And it gives me a little... I'll show you a little countdown clock here, as it's just showing you that it's trying to register the actual camera to the device. I don't have the SD card in here, so it's only going to do cloud storage. If you wanted it to record something else longer, you would have to put I'm going to have to look this up and figure out how to attach this. But it does say it's got about another 1:20 for this to actually be done. And then we will see what the app actually looks like, and we'll see what the camera actually looks like. And then we will go mount it outside, and we'll just do you'll kind of see where the pond is at the exact moment. Because I will show just a picture of the feed of what it looks like. So then you guys can see it as well. In case you're interested in getting this camera, that's all this is whether or not you want to spend the money and kind of see. It does hold 7 days free, is what I was told. Whether or not that's true is a different story. And then it is powered by C, and then you could also plug it in. As you can see, the little rubber part does come out, so you don't have to pull out the whole piece. You just pull out the little section right here. It does say another 30 seconds. Hopefully it is done fast, and then I can just make sure it's working here, and then I'll go outside and mount it. But the parts that you get, this right here is going to be the tools that you mount your solar with. Make sure when you are putting on solar, you're going to make sure that it's clear of any obstructions. If you're in an area that has snow, you want to make sure that you clean it. You're also going to want to make sure that you can clean this normally. And then sometimes you get unlucky and it says device not found, so I have to redo it. So let's redo it. We'll go outside where it has more power. I'll be right back. you know, when you first try things. Okay, so this is how it's done. It shows that there's a camera here, and then it shows that you added it successfully. Okay, so you can name it, and then you can select the room I'm putting in the backyard, and it does say that it added successfully on the one screen, and then it also just reminds you to please use the 5-volt to charge fully the camera before using it. So it does want it to be charged first, instead of just putting it outside for the battery to be fully charged. So it looks like I will be doing that before I install it, and then it just says next. And then you put the camera and phone, you can see that. And then, you know, you put it where you want it to be. So you want to have both devices near each other when you're doing it. It does tell you if it's really weak. It does not like that the single strength is super weak, but I don't care because that's where it's going to go. So I'm going to put a photo of the quality of it after it's installed out there, and I'll put it at the end of this video. But that's how you do it. Okay, we charged it for a day. I did figure out that if you look right here, this part, if you push this all, if you like use a little pin and you can push this out, that's where the SD card is. And as you can see, it does say power and reset, just like it does say power and reset right there when you push in. But you can just pull that out, and you can see that there's a small micro SD that you put in. Now it needs to be actually configured, and then you can push this in to make it watertight, because that is your bottom. Now that I don't need that open anymore, I just want to show you that it uses a little micro SD, and you slide it inside. It doesn't have any, I looked up, you don't get any free cloud space, which originally it showed that you do. You do not. So you have to have a little SD card in here if you're doing this for the free version. It is $2.99 a month for the low end for 7 days of footage. It is low. $3 a month isn't that bad, but in the scheme of things, this is, you know, not a typical, like, it's not a Nest, it's not Arlo, it's not any of the ones that are mainstream. So this is just SeeVision, and it is made in China, so you're using a China app, and you can kind of see that it is. So if this is something you're into, the ball does move in 360 degrees. I was playing around with that, so that was pretty cool. As you can see that it's motion, there's a little light that is activating because it is on. I'm gonna mount it now. I'm gonna put it outside. I'm gonna put it in my spot. I will do a little bit of I'll record a little bit of the footage that you can see when it's on the pond, and I'll put that at the end of the video just so you can see the quality. And I'll probably do it for nighttime too, so you can kind of see the same thing, whether or not you like the quality of it. It's not going to be edited in a sense of for video quality. I'm going to have the same on both night and day, so you can kind of see what it sees. You're going to see, like what it actually looks like, and you can see the quality in it. And yeah, so far charging is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It uses this plug. When I was charging it, I actually had to pull it out, pull this thing off, because I have a little waterproof little piece, because my cable that I was using a little bit bigger, so I had to stuff it in. It does come with a smaller one that you can plug in with a USB here for the charger stuff, and then it does come with the mounting. I'm going to mount this up. I'm going to mount the solar panel, which again is right here. As you can see, it does have that little roughage. We're going to mount it all, and then we will show you the footage in this same video. And then I'll do, probably a little while later, I might do a follow-up on this one particular one, and I'll put a link to it eventually, maybe a month or two. We'll see, just to see how long the battery lasts, and we're gonna see how long, like, the solar panel, did it work? Is the camera still running after a month or two? And just to kind of, give you a heads up, does anyone else have this unit? Please let me know. And then, yeah, without further ado, let's just set it up. It's super easy to do. All you need to do for the mounting here is pull this off like so, like pull it out of the bag like this, pull it out of the bag, and you can kind of see it has one of those twisties, and then you twist here to tighten up this part, and then you can kind of, when you have it in the angle that you're looking for, and then you twist it, and then it locks it in place on whatever angle that you're gonna put your solar panel. And this little piece right here connects to here for setup. And the app, like I'm saying, for the SD card, I didn't want to mention it. If you go to history, and then it'll say that the SD card here needs to be formatted, just say hit OK, and then it just works. I highly recommend you picking up a SD card with this. Just because if you're not going to pay for cloud storage, this one's not meant for me for security purposes. It's more just to look at my little pond, so I can look at it throughout the day. So I don't need heavy recording. If I want to just do something, I'll just take that image and I'll just quickly record it. But that's about it. Let me get this mounted and we'll do some footage. So I appreciate all of you. Put the comments down below whether this video was helpful for you. Do you have this unit? How long did it last? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.